What's going on, guys? It's E-Rock with Revolver Underground. I am here with Prince Sick and Bret Lockett. How you guys doing today?
We good, man. How you
Yes,
doing?
sir. We're
Dude,
good.
I'm good. This is actually round two of the interviews with you guys, but this is gonna work this time. We're gonna make it happen, and appreciate you guys taking the time.
No doubt.
No problem.
Let's talk a little bit about the Get It All campaign. What is this? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the campaign started, it stemmed from a song, we all decided to do a single together, me, Prince Syke and his brother Dewan. And it just, we needed a title and Syke came up with the Get It All thing. And, we were like, well, we can't just really just have a song. We need to make something bigger, than that. And, our manager, Eric, he was like, let's turn it into a campaign and actually make it worth something and make it more than music and actually give people music and something that'll inspire them as well. So that's, how everything kind of happened and came together. And then, we kicked it off with a Super Bowl ticket giveaway in February. And, it's been going hard ever since then.
Yeah, it's been going pretty good then.
Yeah, it's been going very well.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Brett, let's go ahead and dig into this a little bit. What now? You do the whole the NFL thing and the music thing all in one little thing. Is this something that's really a challenge for you, or is it kind of just something that it just kind of happens very well together?
I I don't want to say anything just happens very well together.
Sure,
That's like trying to put like mustard and jelly together. It's not really gonna go too well, But you gotta have you gotta be able to manage your time. You gotta understand productivity. You gotta understand what it is to put your energy into something that's worth doing and putting your energy into something that's not worth doing. And once you eliminate all those things that aren't worth doing, you're gonna find a lot of things more simple than what they normally are when you're trying to do too many things that don't matter.
sure, sure, absolutely. Prince Sick, let's talk to you for a second. You were discovered by Michael Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Do
Yes,
tell, do
sir.
tell.
Um, well, it was a adventure. I was, if you don't know, I'm from the hood, and so I was doing things in the hood that I shouldn't be doing. And
Oh,
long
you.
story short, I had lied to my mom, and because she was asking me where I was getting my money from. And I told her I was down on Colorado, which I live in Pasadena, California. I was down on Colorado and I was rapping, and people, was putting money in the bucket, and that's how I was making this little money that I was giving to her to help feed everybody in the house. It was like 10 people in the house.
Jeez.
Um, so, you know, she woke me up that next morning and was like, "Well, rap," and I was didn't really know how to rap, but I knew LL Cool J, I'm bad, and so I rapped that. Like, yo, my son can rap. So about a month later, she picks me up from school and she's like, you're going on an audition, and I'm like, what's an audition? And she said, you have to rap, and I was like, well, I don't have no rap. I don't. She, you better make up one and do something. So I kind of made up a rap. I kind of remember it. I remember the first lines. It was like, I'm fresh like soap. I'm dope like dope. Boy, you couldn't hang if I gave you a rope. It was something like that. So I
That's
took a
awesome.
rap. It was for Morgan Carey. That's Mariah Carey's brother, and this other guy named JD. And they were like, "Yo, you dope. We want you. Like, who did you come with?" And I said, "My mother." They brought her in. They was like, "We like him. We want to work with him."
Now, how
So
old were you at this time?
I had to be like 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 10. And
Wow.
it was another guy in the group. He dropped out because he didn't want to cut his hair bald. I was already bald. So then we had some more auditions, and they wanted me to be involved because they wanted me to pick who I wanted to be in the group with. And so I picked a kid by the name of Wade J. Robson because when he came in, I just liked the way he danced. And I was like, we'd be crazy. So we picked him, and now he came to America from Australia because he won a dance contest,
Oh wow.
emulating Michael Jackson, and he did like he's crazy with it. So he actually had the relationship with Mike. About 2 months into us doing our thing, our quote group thing, he was like, "Yo, you want to go to Never Neverland?" I'm like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's Michael Jackson house." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So they send a limo. It picks me up from the hood.
Oh
You know, it's all good. We on the
wow.
freeway headed to Santa Barbara. So
Wow.
when we get up to Mike's crib, the first time I met Mike, you know, we was bragging to him. We got a group. So he said, you know, well, I want to see you guys perform. So we performed for him. And he was like, you guys want to get signed quick? We like, yeah. He was like, tell people I want to sign you. So we ran back. Mike said he want to sign us, and whoop de whoop. So our production company kind of JJ. So that's a short story of it.
Wow.
That's the introduction.
Dang. Dude, so that that experience was probably, well, not probably, it was in fact life-changing for you then, I would assume.
Oh, definitely. You know, when you young, you just having a lot of fun. But when I think about it now, the things that I learned and the things that you know I saw and we went through, it was definitely all the college I needed from music, as far as music is concerned.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man. Um you guys are really busy. It seems to be the trend these days with all of us that you know we're just doing a lot of things. Sick. I know you produce. Speaking of producing, you actually produced the single "Get It All," the "Get It All" single. Is this right?
Yes, I did.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Um, when Eric hit me and was like, because he was already working with Bret on his mixtape called Inception, that's soon to be coming out. He hit me and was like, you know, I want you to do a record, you know, and I was like, okay. So I kind of, you know, just went down because my studio, my pre-production is at my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went down there and I started vibing with a track, and it was just coming out crazy, you know, because the inspiration was there. So, and it just sounded like Get It All. I hit him back. He was like, well, what's the concept of the record? I was like, Get It All. And that's how, and then boom, you know what I mean? We
It just came
exploded.
together. Yeah, very nice. Bret, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but how did you how did you get involved in this whole thing?
Well, Dewan, who's Sykes' brother, um, he wasn't able to be here, but I met him in 2010, just randomly on Facebook. You know, saw some of the music he was doing. And I was like, you know, you're dope. I want to work with you. And next thing you know, I'm out here, and we record like 3 songs together. So, so you know, right, pretty much a month later, I went to visit, you know, my manager now, Eric, who was in the Dominican Republic. And it just so happens that that's his god brother. So,
Oh,
you know, so it's like all like pretty much all interconnected. So I'm like, if this isn't supposed to be, I don't know what is, you know?
for sure. So
So,
then, what's the process of doing this? You know, you got the production of it, the writing of it. I mean, where do you guys get the inspiration to do this, Bret? Let's start with you. What's your inspiration on doing this kind of thing?
life, you know, we all pull from life, you know, art imitates life. And you know, we just pull from our different experiences, you know, whatever we're going through at the time. You know, if I said, you know, I'm gonna put you, you know, on the second verse to get it all, you're gonna write about what it is to you at the time to get it all.
Sure.
So, you know, that's, you know, pretty much how we all took it. You know, everybody had their own version of what it is to get it all at that moment.
Was it hard to get all that stuff molded together though, or did you kind of all have the generally a good idea of what that was?
No, once you know, Syke cooked it up. You know, he just, you know, sent it to me. I wrote my verse. You know, he sent it to Dewan. He wrote the hook in his verse, and then we just all went to the studio and recorded it. You know,
Dang.
and that's how it came out.
Dang. Is that what's the process for you, Sig? Is that something that was just came naturally? Is that something that you had to work on? What was the process in that, as far as writing the
As
song?
far As far as making the song,
Yeah, yeah,
um, I love it. I love what I do. You know, it's hard work, but at the same time, I think that it's not work when you love it. So for me, it was just another day at the park. You know what I mean? Another day to play, pull out some toys, pull out some sounds. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
remember
man.
last time we was talking, you was talking about mixing a banjo with something or something like that. I ain't forgot. See what
Dude,
I'm
I'm
saying?
excited about that,
I'm
man. I want to
on
see
it.
if that works. I
I'm
really do,
on it.
man.
No, yeah, it was fun, man. It's a lot of fun, and working with Brett and Dewan just makes it easier.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna change the subject just a little bit, but I think we pretty much all were in LA during this time, when Whitney Houston was announced, the issue with that, when she died. How did that affect you guys? Was that something that, I mean, obviously she's an icon in the music industry, and a lot of us just were amazed that this would happen. But what were your guys' reactions to that?
Uh, for me, um, it hit me hard, just because you know, like I said, it's her. I don't know her personally, but you know, her music and just bass was, I mean, heaven sent, and whatever she was dealing with, um, who knows what demons she was facing, but I know that she did love God at the same time, but it was like whatever was going on was just too much,
Yeah,
and it was her time, and it hit me hard from the standpoint of that was one of the people that I would love to work with, um,
absolutely,
and I
absolutely.
never got a chance to. So I mean, R.I.P. Whitney, and her, but she'll live on through her music and through everything else that she done. Actually, seeing that and just and just keeping her, the good things that I can remember about her in my head alive.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Brett, how did that affect you, man?
Um, it was a major thing, because one night, we were out hanging out having fun, and the next night, everybody was kind of brought down a level just because she died, and it's just one of those unfortunate things that we all have to learn from. I mean, there's been too many people who've been so talented and excuse me, let that talent go to waste because of sheer I'm either have insecurities or I'm gonna do what I want to do, or I'm addicted to this and I can't get off it,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
there's and again, when you look at certain situations like her and Michael, you have to look at who is in their circle and who they're surrounding themselves with, because you are the company you keep. And in both those two situations, I just say those two just because they're both legends at what they've done. They both had people in the situation that kept feeding what it is that was hurting them the most.
Absolutely. Well, I think the biggest thing people take for granted is, these stars, the people that are in the limelight are still people. They still go through the same crap all of the rest of us go through, and
Or
just because they're in the limelight, they get sometimes crapped on a lot more than they should, really.
right.
And she was no different from any of us. We all face things that we just there's things we can't handle. Um, but it was I remember that the time when I found out. I mean, it was just everywhere all at once, and I was just like, "There's no way. This has to be a joke. There's no way that this could be true."
Right.
And then people started confirming it, and I was like, "Man, this is not good." I mean, she was an icon. That's just plain and simple. She was an icon. So, all right. Well,
Right.
we're gonna bring it back up again. But I had to get that out. You want to say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, to what you were saying about bad habits. If you know that, you have a habit, or you have, um, something that you're not good at controlling. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not disciplined or whatever the case, don't put yourself around that situation.
Yeah.
If you can't eat, you can't be around chocolate without eating it. Don't put it in your face, or don't be
Yep.
around people that have it.
Exactly.
But some people, takes people, they have to learn.
Sure. Absolutely.
So
Let's talk a little bit, Brett, about you're doing some charity work, and actually, Get It All campaign is a lot about charity. And
okay,
you know,
okay.
what does that mean to you?
Well, we're all on Earth for a purpose. And if you don't make somebody else's life better by the time you leave, then what did you really contribute to being alive? You might as well just been dead, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how many people are you going to touch, and how many people are you going to inspire and move to be great and to do something better with them with themselves? I mean, so many people have the potential to be great and to be even better than great, but there's so many people that don't inspire and want to say you can't do that. I know I was talking to someone on the phone the other night. They were telling me that it's, pretty much humanly impossible to make, $1 billion. And I'm like, why? If there's, at least I can count 500 people that have made $1 billion. So why is it
Right.
impossible for me to make it? Am I different from any of the other people?
Right.
And I'm just using that as an example, but it's always somebody who's going to tell you that you can't do something, even if they're on your side,
Right.
because this person is on my side,
Right.
but they're still throwing, something like that into the picture. So it's like, you just got to believe in yourself and know what it is. So, the campaign is all about inspiring people, telling people that you can do it through whatever the case may be. Everybody has challenges. Everybody has different types of adversity they have to face. And it's just all about getting through it.
Sure.
You know?
Absolutely. I
And,
agree.
the charity
100%.
work that I do, I have a foundation called the Looking Forward Foundation. And, it's giving somebody, especially kids in the inner city, like, how Sight grew up. I was fortunate enough not to have to deal with some of those issues, but we're giving kids like that something to look forward to, because a lot of the times they do have to go to the street and they do have to do certain things for money, and we want to show them that, granted it may be hard at home, but you there are other ways around it.
Sure. Absolutely.
So we do things like picnics and barbecues and football camp every year.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much about the charity aspect of this whole thing.
Sick. What does that? What does charity mean to you, as far as well, just in general, I guess.
Um, I look forward to being a big philanthropist, here in America and around the world, because, like you said, it's more of giving back. I think is more. It makes you feel better. I'm just a giver at heart anyway, and you want to see, you know, um, things better here and around the world if you can help, whether it be financial, whether it be just your time, you going and talking, you sharing your experiences, teaching somebody how to do something. I mean, I'm all about it. So charity is definitely a big thing that I want to get into, and that's why I'm glad that Get It All is that's really one of the major things that we're about.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like about it too, is that yeah, you guys are musicians and artists and things of that nature, but you really do want to give back. There's a lot of people out there that just want to make a million, like what Brett was saying, they want to make $1 billion,
Hmm.
which is fine, whatever, that's cool. But if
Hmm.
you're going to do that, figure out a way to give back, and I think you guys have done that. I think this is a really great idea, and I think you guys are going to do a lot with this. So I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. So thank you for doing that.
Oh
Um,
man, it's a pleasure. You don't have to thank for that. I mean, it's almost like if we expect people to support us, we need to support them. I
yeah,
mean, it works. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? If we we can say, okay, we're working hard to give you good music or give you this or give you that, but at the same time, it's like some people need something else. You know what I
sure,
mean? Sometimes they need direct attention or direct help, and not maybe not know how to go about saying it. So we create different scenarios, as in a something like sending a picture or sending your best dance, and then we'll do something, give you a prize. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
So
sure,
these are things that give people hope.
absolutely. Let me ask you this, Sick. Did you enjoy working as an international cover model?
I did. It is. I did.
What
You
did he
know
say
what?
last time?
I forgot what he
Oh, he
said.
said he said he had his little You was a little what class? Your modeling
Oh
class?
yeah.
Yeah. No. I was a model. I ran the runway, and I didn't run. I more like skipped. It was really awkward for everybody. But yeah,
Yeah.
they said, give me your headshot. Okay, your headshot's great. You're gonna be a model, and pay us like $1,500, and we'll send you on your way to modeling. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna be a model, and I wasn't.
They
I'm
got
just
you.
poor now.
Yeah,
So,
they got you.
but dude, Vogue, Versace. I mean, what's this about?
Yeah, that I was blessed, man, just to after the quote situation, the manager I had at the time, his name was Dick Scott. He was manager of New Kids on the Block. He was like, you should try modeling, and because every photographer we shoot with, they say, your look is crazy, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, And he was like, well, you can make a lot of money, so I'm like, a word. So
Yeah.
he takes me to Wilhelmina, and I meet with a guy named Todd. And Todd is immediately like, let's get him started. Next thing I know, I'm in the Hamptons shooting with Naomi Campbell,
Oh.
American Vogue. Right after that, I'm shooting with Bruce Weber in London for Versace. So, and then it just kind of took off, man. So it was a blessing. You know what I mean? It definitely was a blessing.
Are you still doing that now, or is that something that's just kind of a chapter?
I took a pause on it, but I'm about to get back into it real heavy. So
Very
you'll
nice.
see me on some big campaign real soon.
Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Brett, you gonna do any international modeling?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, if Versace or whoever else wants to let me bless their cover, then I'll be more than happy to. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got an extra $1,500. I can put you on a cover somewhere if you want to give me that.
Hey, all right, let's make it work.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. I know we've had some technical issues and all that stuff, but I do appreciate your time. And give me that website one more time where we can find all this stuff for you.
Yes, sir. It's www.getitallcampaign.com. Check me out at bretlockett.com and follow me on Twitter at bretlockett26.
You can follow your boy at Prince Syke. That's PRINCESYC. That's on Twitter. Check out princesyke.com and go to that getitall.com. You know what I mean?
So you're not going to change your name to Prince Skype?
You know what? Listen, if I do, I'm to send you a contract.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about this? If you change your name, just come do the banjo thing with me. We'll call it good.
I got you. I'm gonna do that anyway. I told you as soon as we hit Tennessee.
Yeah, I love it.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna
that's
banjo.
awesome.
I got you. But you said you want to do the banjo with rock, right? You wanna mix it with rock.
Kinda, yeah. I want to see if it's got a metal feel to it. So I think we should try it, man.
We can do that. All we got to do is put like a little phaser on it. I know I can't get away the secrets, but when I come out there, we're gonna make it happen.
I love it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, guys.
All right, no doubt.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
All right, later.